The all-electric Jeep Wagoneer S is here. In this video, I'm going to give you a walk around and walk through for this 4xe to see what we can expect from this vehicle and others to come off the Stella Large platform it's built on. Let me first give you an idea of the size of the Wagoneer S. Depending on the pictures you've seen, it can be quite confusing. From the side, it's nearly as long as the two-row Jeep Grand Cherokee, just an inch shorter, much longer than the Jeep Compass, their smallest model they currently offer in the US. But the frontal area is nearly the same as the Compass and much smaller than the Grand Cherokee. This helps with aerodynamic drag. A smaller frontal area produces less drag. That's why this vehicle surprised me in person. The teaser video showed it on a track next to a Tesla Model Y, and it looked to be about the same size, but it is much longer and stretched out. This is probably a good time to address the Wagoneer name. Jeep intended it to become its own premium extension of the Jeep brand, Wagoneer by Jeep. The large Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer did not have Jeep badging. When this vehicle was revealed online, they said Wagoneer S was just a placeholder name and a contest would be held to rename it. Now, they did hold the contest online, but with all the changes internally, Stellantis decided to just stick with Wagoneer S. The side says Wagoneer, the steering wheel says Wagoneer. It does have one small Jeep badge on the rear and a 4xe badge, which bothers me a little because Jeep has decided to call anything with a plug a 4xe. Plug-in hybrids like the Grand Cherokee PHEV, extended range EVs like the upcoming Wagoneer E-Rev, and now the Wagoneer S, which is a BEV, a full electric. They're all being called 4xe, and I think over time that's going to get confusing. Jeep says this is their most aerodynamic model ever, with a drag coefficient of 0.29, a streamlined 7-slot grille up front, and an attractive rear spoiler helps to achieve that. At night, the grille illuminates when you approach or exit the vehicle. The door handles are streamlined and recessed, not the funky pop-out arrow handles that are popular on most other EVs. The charge port is in the left rear like with Tesla, but unlike Tesla, it will launch using CCS connector. I assume that they'll offer an adapter for this EV. Stellantis was late to announce support for NACS, or now J3400, so they need to catch up. The long length gives it a very good rear cargo volume, plus some storage underneath. Up front is a frunk, and who doesn't love a good frunk? It's not huge. There's no spare tire for this EV, but it does have an inflator kit. There's not much extra space up front because this model is packed with dual motor all-wheel drive, good for 600 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds. That's stupid fast. There hasn't been a production Jeep that quick since the Grand Cherokee Trackhawk, which I forgot they stopped offering the performance model when they updated the WK to the WL platform. Maybe that comes back using the Hurricane engine? I'm not aware of any confirmed rumors of that, but with all the leadership changes at Stellantis, they might try something like that. Standard battery is roughly 100 kilowatt hours, 94 kilowatt hours usable. That's the optional battery for other EVs like the Chevrolet Blazer EV. It gives this vehicle an electric range of 303 miles EPA. 20 to 80% charging is claimed to be 23 minutes. You can disagree with me, but I think that's fine. You can get faster charging vehicles. What will be really interesting is to see how the real-world charging curve looks like. Since this is Jeep's first full electric vehicle, there may be a bit of a learning curve to achieve faster charging performance. Here's where it gets interesting. It's currently only available in the launch edition for just over $70,000, which is steep, but it comes fully loaded, as you'll soon see. This one is in silver zenith with the optional gloss black wheels. Overall, the blacked out trim definitely puts the S in sport. Interior colors are either black or this optional red, which is just amazing. The launch edition ain't cheap, but the interior feels like you're getting a bargain. It has nice stitching, lots of bright metalwork, a mixture of gloss black and functional trim. The A-pillars and the ceiling are also covered with nice soft materials. I'm getting tired of door release buttons. I'm ready to go back to old-fashioned mechanical handles, but this isn't a thing unique to Jeeps. The audio system is by Macintosh, 19 speakers, 1200 watts, and a 12-inch subwoofer. Yeah, I forgot to point out that that's the subwoofer eating up half the rear storage underneath the shelf. Rear seat comfort is very good. Good legroom, good headroom. These days I'm closer to 5'10" than 6 foot. Getting old sucks. There's plenty of headroom for me, and the glass roof makes it feel very open and did not eat into the headroom. Rear seats are heated and ventilated, more evidence that for the price of the Wagoneer S, you are getting a lot of premium content. Up front, Jeep claims they have 45 inches of display. So let's go through the math. That's 12.3 inches for the center Uconnect 5 system, plus 12.3 inches for the driver display, plus 10.25 inches for the passenger display. That leaves about 10 inches for that lower climate control display. That's a lot of displays. 12-way power adjustable driver and passenger seats are heated, ventilated, and massaging. The key was not in the vehicle, so some features on the touchscreen are not active. As I poke through the screens, let's revisit the launch edition price tag. Let's say you delete the rear heated and ventilated seats, drop the passenger display. Climate controls are available in that top Uconnect 5 display, so if you delete the massaging seats, you don't need that lower display either. Make the Macintosh audio system optional and replace some of the fine details of the interior with cheap hard plastic, and you can imagine this EV coming way down in price. I didn't even entertain the possibility of a smaller front motor or, dare I say, a two-wheel drive Jeep with a smaller battery. If you do that, the bill of material for this battery electric would come down even more. And that's where I'll end this video, asking what's next for the Wagoneer S. They could make it more affordable by decontenting it, but would they then still want to give it the Wagoneer name? Jeep has said that a combustion engine Jeep Cherokee will make its way back into their lineup, and Mopar insiders say it too will be based on the Stella Large platform like Wagoneer S. Stellantis has engineered their Stella platforms to be multi-energy, offering gas, hybrid, plug-ins, and full battery electric powertrains in the same platform. So if you don't like this EV, if you think it costs too much, just know that they can offer a more affordable model and with other powertrains. At some point this year, they're going to have to tell us what their plans are. In related news, Chrysler has paused development of the Airflow. That also would be based on the Stella Large platform. They are reassessing their customer needs and wants, which makes me worried. It seems almost inevitable that in the turmoil of leadership changes at Stellantis and in our government, I hope this does not happen, but you could easily see Jeep putting out a highly contented $70,000 premium battery EV to the market. Few people buy it, and then they say, see, nobody wants to buy electric vehicles. But that's not the case for the US market. Offer this EV in a more affordable Laredo trim, and you can sell it. At the LA Auto Show, they bragged about all the new, more affordable trim levels they now offer. They need to do the same for this vehicle too, hopefully before they pull the plug on their transition to electric.